You know, sometimes the hardest battles are the ones no one sees. You wake up and the weight is already there. You sit on the edge of your bed, staring at the floor, wondering how you're supposed to do it all again. The world tells you to get up, to smile, to be strong, but inside you're crumbling, quietly, silently. And the thing about silence is that it becomes normal. You get used to hiding how you feel. You get good at saying "I'm fine" with a convincing smile. You become invisible in your own pain. I know that place, I've been there. There were times when I didn't want to speak to anyone. Times I didn't believe in anything, not in myself, not in the future. I lost people I loved. I lost parts of myself. And there were days I didn't think I'd ever get them back. But I want to tell you something, not as someone who has it all figured out, but as someone who understands. You're not broken, you're not weak, you're hurting, and that's different. You've been carrying things for so long, things no one sees. Regret, shame, fear, emptiness. And maybe you've convinced yourself that feeling this way makes you a burden. But it doesn't. It makes you human. And if there's one thing I want you to know, truly know, it's this. You're not alone. I know it feels like you are. That's the cruelest part of depression. It isolates you from the inside out. It makes you believe no one would understand, that no one would care. But I care. And I'm here to say, it does get better. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, but slowly, quietly, something shifts. A breath, a small laugh, a moment where you feel something again. Hope doesn't shout, it whispers. And today, I hope you hear it. There's this idea out there that strength means never showing pain, never crying, never needing help. But that's not strength. That's survival. Real strength, it's being honest. It's saying, I'm not okay right now. It's letting someone see behind the curtain, even just a little. That takes courage. That takes heart. See, for a long time, I thought I had to carry everything on my own. I didn't want to be a problem. I didn't want to be seen as weak. So I stayed quiet. I disappeared. Smiled when I had to. Faked my way through the noise. But pain doesn't go away just because you ignore it. It waits. And eventually, it catches up to you. What helped me was one simple moment. Someone asked, "How are you really?" And for the first time, I told the truth. And it didn't fix everything, but it opened a door. I want to do that for you. Open a door. You don't have to walk through it today. But know this, it's there. And behind it, there's no judgment. No pressure to be perfect. Just a place where you can breathe again. You don't have to be everything for everyone. You don't have to pretend you're invincible. You don't need to carry this pain forever. You're allowed to feel tired. You're allowed to cry. You're allowed to rest. Because healing doesn't happen in one big moment. It happens in thousands of small ones. Choosing to get out of bed. Choosing to take a walk. Choosing to keep going, even when it hurts. Especially when it hurts. And every time you make that choice, even just once, you're proving something powerful. That you're still here, and that matters more than you know. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need a 5-year plan. You don't need to know what tomorrow holds. You just need to make it through today. That's it. One breath at a time. One step at a time. And I know, some days, even that feels like too much. You wake up with this weight on your chest. And the idea of moving, of smiling, of pretending, it feels impossible. So don't pretend. If today all you did was survive, I'm proud of you. If you got out of bed, if you made yourself a cup of tea, if you texted a friend even though you didn't feel like talking, that's strength. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're just human. And being human means feeling lost sometimes. Feeling small. feeling like the world is moving faster than you can keep up. But that's okay, because healing isn't linear. It's messy, it's quiet, it's slow, and you are allowed to take all the time you need. No one gets to rush your process. No one gets to define your pace. You move forward when you're ready. And if that takes days, weeks, months, so be it. The people who matter will still be here. I'll still be here. And I know, sometimes you just want someone to sit beside you and say, "You're not alone." So here I am, saying that, with everything I've got, you are not alone. You never were. And if no one told you this today, let me be the first. You matter. You're loved. And you are going to be okay. I know it's hard to believe this right now, but there is a version of you, somewhere in the future, smiling, laughing without guilt, waking up without the weight. You don't know them yet, but they're real. They're living the life that feels impossible to you today, and you are on the road to becoming them. Every time you choose to keep going, even when it hurts, even when you don't see the point, that version of you gets closer. You're planting seeds in the dark, and one day, when you least expect it, those seeds will bloom. You'll look around and realize you made it, not because you never struggled, but because you kept showing up, and you're still here. That means something. That means everything. Your story isn't over. This isn't your final chapter. This is just a pause, a deep breath before the rise. And when it comes, when the light returns, and you'll see yourself with new eyes. Not as someone who broke, but as someone who bent and refused to stay down. You're stronger than you think, more loved than you know. And you are never as alone as your mind tells you. So hold on just a little longer. The light you can't see yet. It's already on its way. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is stay. Stay through the storm. Stay through the silence. Stay, even when everything inside you wants to disappear. If that's you right now, I want to say this: I see you. You're not weak for feeling lost. You're human. And being human is hard sometimes. But I also see something else in you. A quiet kind of strength. The kind that doesn't shout. The kind that just keeps breathing. You've already survived moments you thought would break you. You've carried pain that no one else sees. You've kept going, even when no one clapped. And you're still here. That matters. Because being here right now means you still have time. Time to heal. Time to rediscover joy. Time to become someone you never thought you could be. So don't rush. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to keep moving. Even if it's slow. Even if it's messy. Because healing isn't a straight line. It's not a movie montage. It's small, quiet steps that no one sees. But each one counts. And one day, you'll wake up and realize the heavy fog has lifted. The silence has softened, and your heart feels lighter. You'll smile, maybe cry, but you'll know you made it. And not because someone saved you, but because you chose to stay. So to whoever's listening, in the dark, in the silence, in the weight of it all, I'm proud of you. And I'm here to say, you're not broken, you're becoming.